video is a super exciting video because it is a collaboration. So today's video is a collaboration with a girl named Laneya. I believe her name is Laneya Kelsey on Instagram and YouTube, so I'm going to have all her links down below. But basically, we got in contact with each other and I'm doing a Christmas inspired makeup look and she's going to be doing Christmas like party outfits for you guys. So be sure to watch her video of all the links down below, and if you want to see how I got this red and green sparkly Christmas look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so to start off this makeup look, I've already, as you can see, done my foundation and my eyebrows, and I've also already primed my eyelids, so we're just going to jump right into the eye look. And I just want to apologize because I'm going to be jumping back and forth between like a few palettes today. I couldn't find one palette that had everything that I needed in it, so I was just going back and forth between a few different ones, but you guys can just use whatever you have. So yeah, like I mentioned, this is just going to be like a Christmas inspired makeup look, so anything you could wear to like a Christmas party or something like that. And the whole technique of this makeup look, you could just change up the colors or something, make it a little less Christmassy. First thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette, which is just this one right here. And I use this one to set down my eye primer. I use the shade Coconut Cream right here. Then I'm just gonna mix the shade Nougat, I think, right here, the kind of pinky one, with a little bit of Mousse, which is a super light brown transition shade. I'm gonna blend that all through my crease. And I'm gonna make this pretty blown out. Yeah. Just to deepen up the crease a bit more, I'm gonna take another shade that's kind of similar to Nougat, the one we just used from the Too Faced palette, but this is just a single eyeshadow I have from MAC, which is in my Z palette here, and it's gonna be this one right here, which is called Hoax. It's just a little bit deeper than that shade and a little bit more dusty, and I'm just gonna really lightly bring this into the crease just to make that a little bit darker. Just placing this like kind of right underneath where I placed the color before. Bring this also onto the outer corner of my eyelid and then blending it in.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side.
Then I'm just going to take the same fluffy brush I used earlier with no product on it and blend everything out.
The storms we chase are leading us, and love is
That's where it's going to start to get a little more Christmassy. So the first eyeshadow that I'm going to take is Cranberry, which is just a single shadow I have from MAC. And I'm just going to blend that deeper into my crease. And this one is just good because it gets that really red tone. I find this like quite a red toned eyeshadow. So yeah, I'm just going to take a fluffy BH Cosmetics brush and blend that deeper into my crease. And really bringing that on the outer corner again as well. This eyeshadow is like a frost finish, but I always feel like when I wear it, it's not very shimmery. And it looks nice in the crease, so. As I start to blend that color out more, I bring it like higher and higher in the crease, which is kind of what I've been doing with all the colors. And then once again, I do this after every step. I'm just going to take that same fluffy brush and make sure it's really nice and blended out.
I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting.
And after I use the shade Cranberry, I'm going to take another kind of burgundy reddish shade. And this one is called Bitten. It's just a Makeup Geek single eyeshadow, so another one that I have in my Z palette here. And I'm going to take that on a fluffy brush and place it in the same spot I did before, but once again, really focusing that on the outer corner.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways, and on.
Then the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of concealer and maybe this Smashbox 24-hour eyelid primer and just apply that onto my blank eyelid area. Yeah, so I just used a little flat shader brush and I applied that onto my eyelids, the blank area. Give it kind of a sticky base there. Then I'm just going to go back into my Too Faced Semi-Sweet Chocolate Bar palette and I'm going to take a flat shader brush and use the shade Bon Bon, which is right here. It's just like a kind of pinky toned shimmery shade. And I'm just going to apply that onto the lid. that shade Bonbon all over my lid, and I'm going to take a bit of Cranberry again and put that on the outer corner of my lid just to keep like the, you know, the redness and all that. The Christmas-y colors there. And then that'll just make it blend really nicely to the eyeshadow Bitten that I placed on heavily on my outer corner. So I'm just going to quickly jump on and do the lower lash line before I finish up the top part. And this is just super quick and easy. I'm only really using one eyeshadow for this. And if you don't want the look to be like that Christmassy or too festive, then you can just skip this part and use like matching colors to what we did for the eyeshadow before. So I'm just going to go in with another palette, sorry, the Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Quad, and this one's in the shade Sage. So I'm going to take this beautiful darky green color here, and I'm literally just going to blend that on my lower lash line. I think it's going to be the only color I use on my lower lash line. To kind of blend into the red that we have on the top, but I don't want it to get too messy and too mixed together, so I'm just being really soft with my movements here.
We'll go through the wastelands, through the highways.
Died for a second there, unfortunately, but I just finished off the lower lash line, and I used this Patty Dubrov Professional Waterproof Eyeliner Pencil in the shade Moss Green. And I just used that in my waterline, and this was more of like an olivey green color, so I just used that same eyeshadow, the green here powder, to set that, make it all match, and just a little bit deeper and a little bit more green on the lower lash line. Okay, so yeah, I finished the eyeshadow on the top, and I finished my lower lash line. So now for the final touch of this eye look, one of the most exciting parts of the video, I'm going to use this NYX Liquid Crystal Eyeliner, which is just, it's in the shade Crystal Hip, and it's a white eyeliner with like a multicolored sheen to it, and I'm going to apply that over top of that Too Faced Bonbon shade I applied on the lid. One thing about this eyeliner is that you have to build it up, otherwise you won't really get like the finish that you want, but you also have to wait for it to dry between layers, and it just takes a little while. Just the different colored reflex in here kind of remind me of like Christmas lights. Like there's blue and purple and like red, and just... The eye look is officially done. I've just taken my hair down, and we're just gonna really quickly finish up the face. Like you already know I have my base on and everything, so I'm gonna jump right into contour. So I'm using my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm gonna take this, excuse how messy this is, but I'm gonna take this shade here, Subconscious, on an e.l.f. angled blush brush. And something I've been doing lately, which I've been really loving, I'm kind of taking it on like the end of the brush, and I'll go like this to get it like in the right contour spot. It makes a little too harsh of a line, so I do have to blend it out. But I've been loving how this is looking lately.
And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon. Turn us to
Some bronzer on top of my contour, and I'm using another angled blush brush, but this one's from BH Cosmetics, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Baked Vivid Bronzer in Golden Days. And I just like to apply that kind of right above where I've put the contour. And this one I bring more so onto my temple area than I do with the contour shade. Highlight, I start off with this highlighting stick from Sonia Kashuk, and I just apply that everywhere that I'm going to apply my highlight. So a little bit on my nose, my cupid's bow, and then I just press that in with my finger, and then of course I'm going to take it onto my cheekbones and a little kind of beside my brow there. So then for my highlighter today, I'm taking another Makeup Revolution product. This is the Vivid Baked Highlighter in the shade Radiant Lights. And I'm first going to take that with a little bit more of a dense brush and kind of pack it on. Then I'm going to use another brush, which you'll see in a second. And this brush I really just use on the cheekbone area. And I always like to dust a little bit kind of above my eyebrows on my forehead there. Taking a fluffier brush, which is this one here. And I'm going to apply that on my nose, tip of my nose, my cupid's bow, and fluff a little bit more of that on top of my cheekbones. This just gives like more of a glow from within type of look. We're almost done with the look here, so I'm just gonna apply some lip balm. This is just the Bliss Tex Mint one before I get into the lip products that I'm gonna wear today. I'm gonna apply my blush, so I'm using the Urban Decay Afterglow 8-Hour Blush in the shade Fetish. And I'm just using a fluffy brush for this. I think this one actually might just be from Forever 21. And I'm just gonna take some of that and start on the apples of my cheeks and then blend back. I like to be really soft-handed with my blush. I never like to really apply too much of it, so I look kind of silly sitting here and smiling. But okay, so I've just let that lip balm sit for a couple minutes and I wiped off the excess. And then I'm going to use two lip products today. I'm going to use the Sephora Cream Lip Stain in the shade 13. It's just a nice mauve shade. And the NYX Lingerie Liquid Lipstick in the shade Lace Detail. So I'm going to kind of outline with this and then fill in the center of my lips with this one, kind of like an ombre. I don't know how well I'll be able to do this on camera, because I have to get like super close to my mirror for this. Nice outline with the Sephora Cream Lip Stain. Then I'm just going to go in with the NYX Lingerie and apply that kind of in the center. Okay, you guys, so that is the finished look here. I really love how it turned out. I'm really liking this NYX liquid crystal liner, especially this white one. I think it's just such a fun, sparkly color. So make sure to watch Laneya's video. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to have all the links. So thanks for watching.